Welcome back. Today's video, I'm just gonna do something that I'm not used to doing. I'm used to singing videos and kind of trying to entertain. Today's video is gonna be something a little different. Help me to see all your So for today's video, I'm going to be sitting and having a heart-to-heart with y'all, just so that you can kind of get to know who I am more as a person, because I haven't done that in one of my videos. So today, I'm going to be talking about just dealing with anxiety and stuff like that, while also living out a good faith life and being a good example. So starting a couple years ago, I got really bad anxiety. And I kind of just learned how to deal with it. I kind of just learned how to go with the flow and not really worry about it. This year has caught me really, really bad. I guess not dealing with it and pushing it aside has gotten me worse, I guess you could say. So this year I got to a point where I couldn't even walk down the streets without forming in my head a plan in case someone tried to attack me. Like, they'd be so far away from me, but I would still feel like they would be out to get me. Just any random stranger walking on the street. So I couldn't even go to bed. I would go to bed, I would lay in bed, and I would turn off my light and close my eyes, and then I would feel like there was somebody there. So I'd have to turn around, turn on my light, check, turn it off, turn back around, and it'd be this constant repetition for 6 or 7 times until I'd have to force myself to close my eyes and go to sleep. That was hard. To be forced to be in this kind of world where you're just scared and paranoid of literally everything was hard. It was one of the hardest things. So I decided to take an initiative to go to the doctors and talk to a doctor about it and see where his stance was on it. The doctor diagnosed me with anxiety disorder, and he gave me medication for it. I took the medication. For the first week, it was good, except for I was tired all the time. So I would take it at night, I would go to sleep, I'd wake up, and I'd be exhausted the whole day. I would sleep for 11, 12 hours, wake up and still be overly tired where I couldn't function. Second week hit, and then I went into this really, really deep low. It was probably one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Like, I've gone through some things where I felt very low and not confident and really just not okay, but this was probably the worst thing that has ever happened. I got to such a deep low that I started feeling really bad about myself, really unconfident. I went through a heartbreak through that time, so I was going through a heartbreak. I just lost all confidence with who I was. I used to be such a happy, positive person. I became a negative, sad person. I was so unconfident with who I was. I just wanted to cry 24/7, not even knowing. I didn't know why I felt this way. I didn't know why I kept having these feelings of, like, hating myself. Like, I was so low. And if you look, I don't know if you can see, so there's this little mirror, this flower mirror. My friend, she took me to Walmart. She bought me this mirror and she made me write everything I love about myself. And she's like, you're going to put this mirror on your wall and you're going to look at it every day. And you're going to tell yourself and see all these beautiful things about you. And, that really boosted my confidence. So after feeling that low, I went back to the doctors and I told him I was getting the starting symptoms of depression. And so we stopped me on that medication and we put me on new medication. So I've only been on this medication for a couple weeks now, but I've been feeling super good. Maybe 3 weeks, I think, but I've been feeling really good, really happy, really positive. And here's the thing. So when dealing with anxiety and depression, especially with being in a place of being a role model, it can be hard. Because sometimes you feel like you just want you feel like you can't be sad. Like, you feel like, I have to be a role model, I have to be positive all the time, and you feel like you can't be sad because you kind of put yourself on this pedestal where you're like, people are supposed to look at you like you're higher than everybody, and it's not right and it's not true. You have the right to be sad. You have the right to feel like crying. You have the right to feel like things aren't going your way. You have the right to have feelings. That's how it is. You shouldn't feel upset because you are upset. You shouldn't feel mad because you have feelings. Everybody looks at me like I am on a pedestal. They look at me that I'm this positive, happy person who always has a smile on their face, who doesn't do any wrong. And that is not true at all. Because I do things wrong all the time. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I can't explain to you enough how many times I felt mad and angry because I felt like I wasn't being the person I should be. I wasn't being positive. I wasn't being happy. I wasn't smiling. But we can't always be happy and smiling and positive all the time. We have feelings. God made us to have feelings. He made us to have emotions, and it's okay to feel not okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to talk to others and tell them what you're feeling. That's okay. We have to learn to accept the fact that sometimes we're not going to be okay. Just know that in our sorrows, God is there. God is there in our triumphs and our sorrows. He's there when we're sad and when we're mad at the world. He's there. So just know that you're loved. You are so beautiful. And just know that it's okay to be sad. And it's okay to come to a conclusion that you know you need help. I'm so glad that I actually took the initiative to go to the doctors and get help, because now I'm in a better place with my life right now. So guys, that's all I really wanted to say to you guys. Just have a blessed Friday, because I believe I'm going to be posting this on Friday. Have a blessed Friday. I love you guys so much. And yeah, just keep watching for more videos. Hopefully I can actually do more videos. Okay, bye. I love you guys.